And these two know each other well, which is probably why Pollock accepted the challenge. He might be up for it, and what if he doesn't?
Look, Jack Pollock is an individual that has been in every major promotion in Pittsburgh. He's been up and down the East Coast. This is a Pittsburgh icon. There has been no place that Jack Pollock hasn't stepped foot in that he hasn't won a championship. That is a fact. There is places in West Virginia, New York, down south to Tennessee.
Now hold on, people.
Everywhere.
You're cheering for a liar. He said his hometown was somewhere in Minnesota, but judging by how much of a deadbeat piss drunk he is, I'm guessing he's from New Kensington.
I thought we were done with David Lawless speaking.
Don't worry, kids. Here's your new role model. Maybe 20 years from now, you can get 5 to 10 for beating your wife.
Whoa!
Hey, look, I will say right now that Jack Pollock has never been married.
Interesting.
So no, he's not. That's slander.
Yeah.
You can't just say that about Jack Pollock. He's
I'm
never
not
been
married either.
No, look, and Ty, this is going to be tough for me, as you said. I know Jack Pollock very well. This is my best friend. This was the best man at my wedding.
Did you know he's going to be here?
No, he doesn't tell me anything.
Ah.
We don't talk like that.
Well, Lawless.
We just send memes to each other.
Lawless has put the title up against Dior Castro, Casey War, anybody who wants it, aside from Cowboy.
But I got to be honest with you. This is the biggest challenge she's had to date.
Yeah.
We can rattle off if you look at Pittsburgh and it's got 3 letters as a wrestling company, this man won a title.
Locking up here, the two vets. The champ pushing him against the top turnbuckle. The holder of the neon gold flexing. I didn't even really see any muscle tone in that flex. So George is going to hold Jack's beer. How's he going to count?
He'll find a way.
I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out if George is right-handed or left-handed, because honestly, I haven't noticed before, but we'll find out whichever beer isn't being held. Tie up in the corner there, right below us.
Quick switch by Lawless. And look, Lawless is trying to play head games with Jack Pollock, and you can't. This is a guy who's battled the likes of Tommy Dreamer. This guy is beat up on Ricky Morton. Jack Pollock is an icon for a reason in this area.
And the interesting thing about Jack Pollock, we were actually talking about Jack Pollock before and reminiscing on some old times.
Yeah, I'm going to always reminisce about my best friend.
And I, myself, have seen Jack Pollock thrown into a safety rail. And as God is my witness, it's the hardest safety rail hit I've ever seen. It bent it in half.
Look, if you don't know Jack Pollock, no one takes damage like Jack Pollock. He just finds ways to continue through matches. He's got, some people would say, oh, he's got a second gas tank. He's got 3, he's got 4. I watched him get thrown through a ring by Wardlow. This guy doesn't stop.
The man with War in his name, after all.
You want to talk about battles. Jack Pollock has beat guys like Wardlow, beat guys like Shane Taylor, survived those wars.
Shane Taylor, another name that used to be around here a lot.
I watched Jack Pollock power bomb Shane Taylor in one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
He takes another sip of beer. He likes to damage his body and also his liver. Lock up in the center.
Yeah, Pollock's got a little bit of Popeye syndrome.
He's got a bit of grittiness, huh?
You get a little Bud Light in the system, and it starts loosening up the joints. He's like the Tin Man. Schoolboy.
1, 2. Oh, I thought that could be it. Would that not be something if Jack Pollock beats the gavel here?
Backslide.
1, 2. No, almost.
Transition through right to the arm wringer. And look, Jack Pollock, for those that don't know, was trained by the legendary Lance Storm. So there's few people on the mat, technically speaking, that can go toe-to-toe with Jack Pollock.
Yeah, Jack Pollock once upon a time in Team Canada.
He is
representing multiple countries at once.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was definitely a Canadian sympathizer with Jackson Argos and RC Dupree. Shout out to those guys. Not Jackson Argos, I don't like him. He's the worst.
Yeah, I've never liked him.
Yeah, he's the worst. Anyway, back to Jack Pollock doing an arm wringer here. And look, he's just going to control Lawless in a way that Lawless doesn't like being controlled. And this is all Pollock playing the head games.
Oh, Temple to the buckle. As the cityscape of Pittsburgh painted behind this. A Bud Light. Turnbuckle to turnbuckle. Oh!
There's 10.
Marcus, I notice you're drinking a Bud Light as well.
Look. Pollock and I liked Bud Light before Bud Light was cool.
I'm drinking one of those Turner's Iron City beers.
Look out. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh!
Sliding under the rope.
Baseball slide. Look, hey, I don't want to criticize, but I think Jack Pollock's definitely got a better baseball slide than O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah.
And back to the beer.
Oh. Said, have a little drink on me.
I got to say, Toddy, in all the times I've watched 880, and you've been here since the very, very beginning, I've seen few people fit this style on the first night better than Jack Pollock.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Seems like a man of the people himself, too. I mean, everybody likes beer, right? Oh. And everybody wants to see a new goddamn champion tonight.
Hey, look, if Jack Pollock is your new 880 champion.
Oh, beer everywhere.
I doubt the people here are going to be mad. This is a guy you can get behind. This is a franchise player if I've ever seen one. And yeah, maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe because he comes and walks my dog 2 times a week.
I've seen that dog.
He's the best. He's my best friend.
Yeah.
He's my favorite guy, my hang time pal.
I got a cat with one ear. I feel similar. Tossing David Lawless in the ring. And I'll tell you what, if Jack Pollock is able to pull the upset here, maybe Cowpoke will finally have a one-on-one shot for the title.
Hey, look, hey, yes, that's going to happen. And I got to disagree with you a little bit on this, Toddy. Oh, low blow. I don't think it's an upset if Jack Pollock wins. I got to say that. I think this is a 50-50. Anyone can win this match. I think Lawless knows he's in deep, deep trouble, which is why he just kicked the rope.
And once again, there is no dangerous crew around. They're not around the ring.
No, I'm not seeing anyone. So this is, no Fred DeVille. He's off doing something. GME's got a big-time main event he's got to prep for.
Yeah.
So Lawless is definitely on his own here against the best competitor he's ever had to face in a hardcore Pittsburgh icon.
I actually got a text from my friend that lives in Shamokin County. Frank DeVille is out there stealing cars.
That makes sense.
Oh.
And this is what Lawless actually does very, very well. He pinpoints one part of the body. He'll just keep going to that neck over and over and over again. And look, we can talk about Jack Pollock again. Wardlow, Shane Taylor, Tommy Dreamer, the wars that this man's fought. His body is beaten, it is broken, and Lawless knows exactly how to go after him, but he's just got everything extra inside of him.
And David Lawless, unfortunately for us, is no slouch. I mean, you've seen him in Enjoy Wrestling.
Absolutely.
You've seen him all over the Northeast for years as well. So I'm sure this isn't the first time these two competitors have met one-on-one.
No, they've definitely wrestled before. It has been a long time. I got to say, it's been at least 5 to 6 years since they've hooked up. And in that time, David Lawless has become, not just the young kid on the block. He's, like you said,
quite polarizing.
He's quite polarizing, but he's also become quite the competitor. He knows exactly how to use his opponent's strengths against him. And now Lawless,
wasting some beer with those punches.
Doesn't want to be in that corner, I guarantee it.
How many beers do we have in our audience that these folks are just getting?
That's free. That's free beer. That's the kind of man he is. Your new future 880 champion.
Oh, down to the canvas. Uh-oh, cover 1, 2. And it looks like Jack Pollock's having fun in there. Isn't it nice to see professional wrestlers have fun?
Absolutely. And David Lawless is not having fun.
Oh, yeah, it's fun to see his ass get kicked. Oh, boot to the face.
Look out. Going up top. No, wait.
Oh, did the back of his head hit the top turnbuckle?
Yeah, the back of his head and neck just hit that metal turnbuckle
Boy.
hard. And George is checking.
Our front 3 rows are like the SeaWorld splash zone, only it's beer.
His head and neck hit hard, Toddy.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little concerned about that, but
I was going to say, neck breaker.
This is what he does. This is what Lawless does. And I'm not a Lawless hater in any sort of way.
Big leg drop, signature leg drop.
Obviously, I'm going to root for my buddy here.
1,
he's not gonna
2. Oh.
That's not enough weight on Pollock. That's not enough. I can tell you right now.
I'm not sure if they're covered in sweat, beer, both.
A little bit of both. It's a hot night.
Each other's sweat. Nice gesture for the kids, yeah.
Big shots from Pollock.
Oh. Bounce against the ropes. Oh, drop kick. Cuts him off at the pass.
That is so much momentum that David Lawless can take away from you with just a move like that.
Including this, we have 3 matches left. 1, 2, no. We have a big 12-person tag. That's the number I said, 12. And then a big tag team main event, but first, our 880 championship on the line. David Lawless versus Jack Pollock. Family ties.
Again, Todd, I got to talk about this like everything we talked about in the first half. This is a match that could have main evented tonight.
Yeah.
It just shows how deep 880's roster has become. You got look, not arguably the greatest wrestler in Pittsburgh in the last 10 years, Jack Pollock, as your first match after intermission with David Lawless for the championship. Deep roster, deep event here tonight.
And the family ties are deep with you and Jack.
Yeah, again.
Oh.
Slam.
I'm sure you two
shook his knee a little
will
bit.
have a conversation tonight, too, and it's going to be more than memes.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. He should have told me he was coming.
Yeah.
I definitely could have used a ride. That would have been nice. Anyway.
Throw me a text. I could hit you. I could bring you next time.
Look, Lawless is so good at this type of wrestling. And that
slowing it down,
pinpointing one real spot, finding a way, manipulating the body. And now Pollock trying to create space, use his body as a weapon. Elbows, feet, knees, all those bony parts of his body.
Oh!
There you go. There's another. And like I said,
the grittiness of Jack Pollock.
When you think he's done, he kicks it in to the next gear.
Yeah, when you think he's done, he just started. Oh!
Big spear, cover.
Come on. 1, 2, oh!
Oh, we thought he had it there.
Oh, dang.
Again, the last time Jack Pollock and David Lawless fought 6 years ago, that's a move that puts David Lawless out.
Yeah.
And I think Jack Pollock thought that as well. But this Lawless is bigger and better, and look, he's got a deeper gas tank than he did when he was a young kid. Right to that thigh and knee. You saw the knee brace.
Oh, cutter.
Diving cutter. Come on.
1, 2.
There it is.
2 count.
Still in it, Toddy.
And I'll tell you what, David Lawless is not a small guy.
No.
Standing next to him, which I rarely want to do ever, I look tiny. And yeah, I'm little, but he makes me look very, very tiny. He has a thick core. The gavel from the second rope here.
With that leg drop.
Oh, his foot down on his ankle.
Yeah, rolled his ankle, foot slipped underneath him.
1, 2, no.
Lawless definitely saw Pollock moving, tried to put his feet down to stop that leg drop, and his leg rolled up underneath him.
Could happen to anybody, and it happened to David Lawless this evening, struggling to get to his feet on the second rope there.
And now Pollock. Oh, right to the eyes. And now Pollock going to the corner.
He's creating some space between them.
Hey,
there we go. Guess who?
Look out!
Oh, guess who? I don't know that his ankle was ever hurt.
No.
1,
no.
2.
Come on.
Really? His ankle was never hurt. Can't believe that. David Lawless into the ring.
Here is your winner and still 880 champion, the Gavel, David Lawless,
And we were
Esquire.